Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with King and Sharif. I am King.
I'm Sharif.
And tonight we are talking about what, Mr. Wali?
We're talking about, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about pillow talking. How much information should you give your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, person you're sleeping with?
I think there's levels to it.
Levels to it.
There's levels to it.
Well, we'll start at the lower level.
Okay.
Which should
let's define lowest level.
Just somebody you hit and somebody you just dealing with on occasions.
I don't think I owe somebody that I'm just dealing with anything. Do I?
Aren't you in the stage of like getting to know that person better?
Not if it's my little I don't need to tell you nothing, but my little just drop the dot. That's all we need to. What?
Huh?
The time and the
not your
reality.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So when you are involved in a situation like that and in this escape from reality, like, I'm gonna let you take that one. Sure. I'm gonna let you take that one.
I think I want to know a little bit about the person. Like, if we just having sex and we just laying there, like, I want to know, like, where you from, how you grew up. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to have a conversation?
I want to have a conversation, but
okay.
I don't know if that's the stage where you start telling, like, your dark, deepest.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. Like, is that your situationship? Because situationships can be really emotional if you let them get away from you.
Right. But I think anytime you start having sex, it's gonna get emotional unless it's like a one night stand.
Right.
But I think once you start doing it maybe 2-3 times after that, you start like getting to more wanting to know who that person, especially. I grew up with sisters. I think like they more after about 3 or 4 times of seeing a guy maybe 3 or 4 times, they start
catching feelings.
Yeah, they start catching feelings and stuff like that.
So maybe we set the bar too low. So let's take casual out of it.
Take casual.
Yeah, let's take casual.
I think at casual level, it's just a little bit of knowledge, like the basics, the where you from, where you went to school, that kind of stuff. Right. Maybe a little bit, like into if you got baby mamas and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit into that. But what about the level when you say, okay, well now
you're my man, my man, my man.
Yeah, like where are we going with this? Are we in a relationship, or you know what I mean?
All right, so an exclusive relationship.
Right.
And then we'll get to life partner and marriage later on.
Right. Exclusive relationship.
Well, so as far as it being an exclusive relationship, if it's leading to marriage, then I have an expectation of being able to tell you certain things.
Right. So when you get there, it's like sometimes before you get ready, you say, hey, yeah, we in a relationship. A person may ask you, how many people you slept with.
You said that before. I'm not going to tell you how many people I slept with. My number ain't outlandish, but what difference does that make?
I would never ask that question. Usually female ask that question.
I don't care.
I don't think
I personally don't care.
I don't think you never get an honest answer.
Right. And what difference is it going to make? Is that going to be a make or break in the relationship?
Well, if a female told me they were over 50, I would say yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was saying, like, for me, like, you know what I mean? That's for me personally. Like, I think a man gonna have more, what do you call it? The kids say bodies. A man gonna have more.
Have a higher body count.
Yeah, a man gonna have a higher body count, but a female, like, a lot of men just want a virgin. But I mean, I'm not talking about our age. I'm talking about like when we was like younger. Like a lot of men want as close to virginity as possible. That's just how men think about it.
Okay, well, I mean,
the men I know, maybe I'm not just with the wrong crowd, but the men I know, they kind of care about kind of shit like that. Like in the brother circle, the brothers be like, what do you think, Harry? You might not ask it, but if they volunteer, what would be like, your body count? Like, what would be like a no for you?
Can't say a body count number. Nobody out there with everybody.
Yeah.
But how do you quantify that? I mean, how do you police that?
And I think it depends on age too. Like at 40 something years old, you probably got a good bit of them. But 50's a lot. 50's a lot. You would think that person been in a relationship for at some point, you know what I mean? Right. And then didn't have a hopefully didn't have a body count while they had a relationship.
Well, you would hope so. And unless they have a specific occupation, you wouldn't really be worried. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right, so we're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Me and you, we're in a relationship. We're not.
No, we're not.
Married.
Yeah. I'm married to my homeboy.
I won't even ask. You're married to my homeboy. Okay.
Yeah, married to the homie.
And so what do you consider pillow talking between...
If I sold drugs, I wouldn't say anything about that.
That's law.
I wouldn't, even if we,
But you don't think she has a right to know... You don't think she has a right to know anything?
Well, if that was my main occupation...
She need to know.
I would not say, hey,
Sis, you went date. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you're not gonna have the people come to the house, but she at least need to know.
Shoot, some of these niggas have some people coming to the house. Yeah, in that case, you gotta let her know something. But you might not gotta let her know who you get it from, how you getting it, and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But if I was a drug dealer, I feel like a lot of drug dealers could last a lot longer if they didn't tell the female everything they was doing, like they could make it a little bit longer, like in the game, if they just didn't run their mouth so much.
Yeah.
But they just feel like some of them do it as bragging, mm-hmm. and then some of them do it as just the streets is rough. I need somebody to talk to, confiding,
right,
in what they going through, and then just some people just be babbling just to be talking. They don't understand that all of that kind of stuff could. Women will turn on you when you get busted.
And you don't think y'all will?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So what else do you think looks like oversharing or pillow talking?
Financial stuff how much money you got. You know what I mean? That how much money you got is something I don't even tell my mama. Or my wife doesn't tell me about her finances, and I don't really indulge in what I'm doing.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, you pillow talking, you telling certain parts of stuff, but I think we got the understanding hey, we've been through this before. We're not gonna.
Yeah. I think when you get to a certain level, you don't want to disclose. As you go through things, you learn what you can disclose. Or as you learn your partner, as you go through life and different experiences, and as you learn your partner, you learn what you can tell and what you can't tell.
Right.
Especially financial wise. My mama always taught me to always have what you call a squirrel account, just in case you got to
get on up out of there.
Just in case you got to go, you don't need to let the left hand know what the right hand's doing.
Yeah, but then I think finances, it also triggers when you leading up to marriage or you are married. I think, they always say don't talk about religion and finances in public, right?
But you got to have that conversation when things are leading up to when it's...
Yeah. They need to know, certain things, but...
Because I don't want to fall in love with a Trump supporter.
Yeah, that too, but you want to know, you want to know... Yeah, now that's something I endorse early on, my political stance, you know what I mean? I don't never let nobody know all my finances and what I got put up there, because I think females tend to if they have if you tell a female, hey, say I got $200,000 in the bank, and they go through a struggle or something like that, they're gonna feel like you owe them some of that or something like that. And I just think that's not...
Time out. You know I'm going to get you. So do you think that as my man or my situationship or my husband, that if I'm going through a financial struggle and you doing what you're doing, that you think that I don't have an expectation of you helping me?
Marriage, yeah. Boyfriend, girlfriend, no. If we just shacking up, you living with me, maybe.
If we shack, okay. I was about to say, if we living together.
If you got a crib and I got a crib, that's not. I mean, that's not that's not my fault.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I mean. I don't feel like, you know what I mean, because you got women, you know what I mean, especially women with kids. You got women that expect their boyfriend to do for them,
so you're
but
telling
won't
me,
ask their baby daddy to do it.
So you're telling me that before you was getting ready to move to Vegas and before your girl was getting ready to move, I forget exactly where, you were living behind the dealership.
Right.
Y'all worked.
Nice ass condo too. Damn. I missed that.
Focus.
Wish I could get it back.
Focus, man. So you're trying to tell me if she came to you and say, yo, this is what happened, I need some help, you wouldn't have helped her?
I don't, you know, I'm saying, I'm not talking about a light bill. You know, I'm not talking about a light bill.
Well, make it plain, because
I'm talking about I need 2 G's or so shit like that. Or like, you know, I need to get a place, you know what I mean? And there's $1,500 a month and $1,500 down. Could you give me $3,000? No. Like, we ain't even crossed that line yet.
Okay,
like,
all right.
We don't even live with each other.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back. Because I was gonna say, well,
you can move in if I really like you.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. You mean to tell me you're not gonna help somebody that you blowing their back out? Like,
I mean, I don't get emotional about sex like that. Like, some niggas is just like real emotional about sex. Like, it doesn't, like, I love it, but it's not gonna change how I feel about life. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
I'm saying as a woman. I know this is gonna sound a little crass, but you're not gonna be digging in my tail, and I can't get nothing from you.
Well, I tell my sisters that, but
if I can't call you when I got a flat tire, though. I'm not. What are we doing?
Right. But I'm a hypocrite though, because I tell my sisters and my daughter, why y'all sleeping with these men ain't got nothing. But me personally, I don't follow them.
That's a valid question. Huh?
Yeah, flat tire. I come out and change that.
That's true. I was just using that as an example, but yeah, you know.
But I can't pay for you to live across town. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, if
when did she pay you back?
I ain't never had a woman pay me back. My wife will tell me all the time,
I'll pay you back.
Hey, let me get shit. When I give it, I know it ain't coming back. Shit. Yeah, that's her right there. Hold on, listen. We're in the podcast. Yeah, when I give it, I know I ain't gonna get it back.
All right, so let's flip it what about flip it to it in a different direction? What about pillow talking between wife, husband, significant other about their respective friends? Like, I got a homegirl and she got a situation. I would never tell I've been there, done that, and after everything was said and done, my then husband was looking at my girlfriend like, you was skis. He was looking at her, you know, in a how do you feel about that?
I ain't gonna break the bro code. I ain't gonna tell what my friends do, because then she gonna think I do it. So I ain't gonna pillow talk about what my friends do. Or I could be pillow talking about how good somebody is, and she may keep hearing about that and maybe become interested or something like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I would hope not, but I ain't never been the type of dude to big up no other man in front of my woman. Like, yeah, you know, such and such, man. He just hit it big. You know, he doing this. You know what I mean? He got a 200 for 2 reasons. You don't, you know, I would hope that I'm not with a female that'd be attracted to another man because of what he got, but what fault in that is that she looking at you like, what the hell you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why we ain't living like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what about the other way around though? Your wife or your girlfriend's telling you about her homegirl and the things she's got going on.
Then I would be like, why you hang with her? So it wouldn't be smart because it probably would start an argument. So I'd be like, why you hang with somebody that you chilling with her a lot? Like, she got a lot of niggas and she ain't introducing you to the friends and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't no jealous person, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't stupid either.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah, that birds of a feather flock together thing, that should be real.
So what do you think should be standard going into like a serious committed relationship? Do you feel that once you start to get to know a person, once y'all establish, or before you establish going exclusive, like you need to sit down and have like an amnesty hour, like like we need to sit down and really talk about some stuff, like
this is our joint account. What you get, you know, I hope what you. I would hope we equally putting in, but you know what I'm saying? Like what you put over there is over there. What I got over here is I got over here.
Well, that might not necessarily be. I mean, depending on where you are in life, like you know, everybody ain't.
When I got married, I didn't have a dime, so.
When you got married,
I didn't have it. No, first and second time, both times. Definitely the first time, but the second time, shoot, I got married, man, shit. That was what 2018. I wasn't doing bad, but I mean, we definitely wasn't doing good either. So you know what I mean. So it was like I got married. I might have had enough to buy a ring or something. You know what I mean? Not much, but.
So what do you think is off limits?
Like talking?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you.
As a man.
I ain't gonna tell you the conversations I have with my baby mothers. If you got baby mother, I ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah. I just think that ain't gonna do us any good. You know what I'm saying? Either one of us. So.
In relation to what though? Because
like if I'm raising a child with one other woman, then I'm in a relationship with them too, even though it may not be a sexual or feeling type relationship. I give you an example.
Yeah, because as a woman,
I give you an example because it ain't like this now. But I used to could go to my last kid. I used to could go to his house. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, I used to could go to his house and just like he stayed in Charlotte, so I used to could go to his house and just sit there in his room and play video games with him. And chill while his mom and her man was on the other side of the, me and her man, we got cool. Like, he's like, man, bro, you don't got to go get no why you going to get a hotel room and stuff? Okay. Man, you could just come over here.
That's cool.
You could chill in the.
That's what's up.
You could chill in the kids' room and all that kind of stuff. So it was cool, but I couldn't tell my lady, like, yeah, I'm staying the night at my baby mama house. She wouldn't believe that, you know what I mean, that he's there and he cool with that, you know what I mean? That's valid. So that kind of stuff, if I would have said that, it would have just caused more problems and it would have disrupted, you know what I mean, a good thing that I had with my son. And that went on for a couple years. And then she got rid of the dude and then I just didn't feel comfortable, like coming through, with a lady and being there like that.
Now that you put it like that, I can understand because I was kind of in that situation.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people realize the importance of being able to co-parent in a non-dysfunctional way, right? And what you're talking about is non-dysfunctional. You got along with her dude and everything was good and everybody got along when, for the most part, society, people don't get along with each other when it's a baby mama situation. So I understand that. What else?
Else I wouldn't tell. That I speak to an ex or something like that. We're friends now or something like that. Like I don't think like, hey, I'm going up to the bar with,
Now why would you do something like that, sir?
No, I'm just saying that's something I wouldn't like. It just would cause problems. Like,
so we're not talking about a real life situation.
No, not on.
Okay, Tiffany, because I was going to dig in his.
No. My people know my friends. I don't. I don't try to hide them.
Okay.
We here, we there. It's cool. Hey, girl. You know, it'd be like that. Like, I don't have no drama. You know what I mean? I can't function around drama and dysfunction. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is keeping the peace when you don't tell your significant other something a form of breaching?
Yes, because that's lying by omission.
It's lying, but then some
You knew he was coming with it, right?
some lies ain't bad lies. No, some lies ain't bad lies.
So my theory on that is,
Possible deniability.
well,
There you go. Good
well,
word.
right. That's
Good word.
that's a big word for Elmo. But listen, my rule of thumb is I want my man to tell me everything so nobody can tell me anything. Because I'm gonna be cool in public.
I get it.
But because eventually that's just gonna come out.
Yeah.
Can you handle the truth?
I can handle the truth because I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
Now there are a lot of women out here that can't handle it because they're insecure and they got fragile egos. But when you sit in who you are, and there ain't a woman on this earth that can touch me when it comes to the man that belong to me.
I got another one. I got another one secret that I don't.
Another secret.
No,
We telling secrets?
I'm old enough
Get the
now.
shot glasses
I
out.
don't.
I'm gonna
I'm old
play truth or
enough
dare.
now.
Come
Where I
on.
don't care about it. But like, okay, so it happened a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna make it right.
Yeah, make it right.
So
Because it sounds like some
no.
bullshit.
I had a girlfriend. that had 3 girls. I just want to protect her privacy because some
Okay.
people are gonna know who I'm talking about.
All right, well, keep it this plain
But
as you can.
she had 3 girls or whatever, and one girl was just a daddy's girl and just did not mess with me. But the other 2 girls was like really gravitated to me. So when we broke up, I was still like sending them money and stuff. So like if I made the first mistake, I told the girlfriend after that, I was like, yeah, you know, I send them little money and stuff like that. And got in an argument, and she just brought that up, like, why would you do that? And she had a little son. And she was like, well, you don't take up no time with him, but you go down there and, you know, you taking them school shopping and that kind of stuff. So it caused so many problems that, like, it's just bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Like, I'm like on that school system stuff. I don't leave no child behind. Like, but some women feel like when the relationship is over,
Well,
you're supposed to break up with the kids
No,
too.
you can't do that. But
But they kids. If they ask me
I
for
don't
something,
have-
what I supposed to
listen,
say? No, I'm not with your mama no more.
No. I'm not gonna turn the kids down. I'm not. But why did you feel the need to hide that? That's my question. Like, I don't care if you having a
Well, I
relationship.
hid it, and then when I hid it because the first time I said something about it, I lost the woman. Cause that was like part of the reason why this girl didn't make it is that she was like tired of all the stepkids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to treat my son like
He's
your
the only
son.
one.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, but I got a son, and he here too. So I mean, I don't know how to navigate my life
Without him. Right.
You know, I don't know how to navigate my life with him. And he wasn't that easy. And he's still my boy to this day. That's why I say I want to be careful about that. Because we get up and we get up now, we talk, and you know what I mean? I still be looking out for him. Like, he's doing a lot better in life and everything. But we talk all the time, so I don't want to be like disrespecting him. But like when at first I was just like, you know, I know them, we live with them, just meeting, you know what I mean? Y'all living with me, but we only been together for a little while, you know what I mean? Like, and my son is here, my real son is here, so like, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard for me to be, you know, sitting there and your son like 2.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me to be throwing your son around, and I get 2 days with my son,
Yeah.
I gotta throw him. I don't know how to navigate. I just didn't know how to navigate
No, I get that.
both relationships.
But that other situation,
yeah.
it's just the omission for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't listen. Take care of your kids.
Right.
got a special place in my heart for men that take care of their bio kids and the kids that they picked up along the way. So I personally wouldn't have a problem with it.
Like one of the stepdaughters felt the bad vibes when she came around, so she used to stop coming. But the other one that did keep coming, like she just be like, cause she called me daddy and all, she was like, Daddy, she looking at me weird. Why she acting like that? Why, she gave them something and gave me something last. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like I was standing right by and she went and gave them two something before she gave it to me. Like she was just like feeling it like. So you know what I mean. So the next time I got into that, I just didn't say nothing. When I got married, I was just like, you know what I mean. If I throw him something, I ain't got to bring it up. Like every once in a while, I don't have no choice to be like, what's them call me and this happening and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go down there and check it out. You know what I mean. I probably stay the night at a hotel. And that stuff kind of caused problems because she think, he can't even come home. You know what I mean? He might be with her, but that kind of started problems early on in the marriage. But then it kind of became normal. So you know what I mean? It got. I didn't have to lie about it or keep it from him. But when I first, oh man, I ain't gonna be indulging all that information. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it ain't gonna do nothing but cause problems in my life. So that's how I was. I just like, I don't be like talk. I don't think a lot of people like early on in the marriage or boyfriend girlfriend should be involving themselves in like telling their woman like if they still got a relationship with the last woman's kids or something like that. Because if they ain't their kids, they ain't your kids. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand the kind of bond you got when the kind of bond you got with people. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Like I said, the relationship part with the kids, but not telling me about it, I'd have a problem with that. I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah. Sometimes, some things be weird though. Some things just be different. But yeah, I think, I don't think it's wrong to keep stuff from your. I think women probably hide more stuff. I read the book. Women hide more stuff than me.
What book you read? Negro. What book you read?
The black man's guide to understand the black woman.
That's a book?
That's a book.
For real?
I got it over there.
Well, what did they say we hide from y'all?
Like how much money y'all spend? Like going shopping.
But if I got my own account.
Yeah, but like you might got your own account, but like if you got a joint account, like stuff that's coming out, like a man really just be.
How am I hide it from you if it's a joint account?
Because sometimes men don't even really look at it like that.
Let me tell you something.
I don't even look at my joint account like that.
If I work and I want me a pair of shoes or a bag, I'm gonna get me a pair of shoes or a bag, and I ain't gonna.
You gotta
hide
get it out of
my
your
box.
account.
Huh?
To see that, so that's not a necessity. So you got to get that out of your account.
And I ain't gonna hide the box. I'm not gonna. Don't give me that. I used to. Me and Terry was mad. Don't give me the box. Just give me the shoes. Not take them. I ain't doing that. I work too hard. I ain't doing that shit no more.
But you done it before, though.
I did. Because I didn't feel like hearing his mouth about how much money I was spending.
So there you go. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Women have that.
What else you think we had? I say if all the bills paid.
I think every woman had that one male friend.
I knew you was that. I wasn't gonna dry snitch on us.
I think every woman had that one male friend. Like
if
you walk out the door, that would be a. Some of them cross the line, but I think just growing up with women, just growing up with a lot of women, it just seemed like my sisters and them.
You a man,
My sisters and them, they'll have a
we're not talking
they'll
about
have a man, but they'll have that like one nigga that they can talk to, like maybe a work buddy or you know what I'm saying, work husband, what they call them, work husbands. Yeah. And maybe a work husband, maybe a gym mate. Maybe, somebody they do some kind of activity with, you know what I'm saying?
You're you're right.
So I don't if my significant other came to me and said, "Hey, look here, I got a friend that he's male. nothing going on, but we going to the gym together. I'd be like, hell, fuck no. So I know she gonna keep that a secret. You know what I'm saying? Like if she got a connection with a man that, you know what I'm saying?
What if the tables were turned? You got a female. Because I'm getting ready to tell you a story.
Wouldn't tell that either.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, why?
I'm not
gonna
call no names.
That's my friend.
And I don't need you to call no names neither.
Yeah.
Okay. But there was a young lady at the dealership that was really cool with your boy.
Mm.
And it was like, we just friends. Every time she came around, she made my spidey senses tingle a little bit.
Don't make me paranoid.
You know who I'm talking about.
Nah, I don't know.
It was before Zach died. Used to work at that dealership.
I don't even know who Zach is.
You do remember Zach.
Zach who?
You don't remember Zach? Were you there when y'all was playing, selling the Amontes?
Yeah.
You remember Zach.
Yeah. Talking about them kids.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I was there.
Well, this particular young lady she had braids. And maybe you don't remember her. No, you do remember her because you were there. We'll talk about this offline.
I worked at Kia, though. They worked on the other side.
Okay, well, maybe you don't know her.
Yeah. We remember Kia was like a stepchild back in the day.
Yeah.
You was over there. You just stayed over there. Only time you went over there was to get a receipt.
Right. Well, he would always say, we just friends and we blah, blah, blah. And
it was bothering you.
Yeah, it was bothering me.
But it turned out to not be nothing, though.
Did it?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know that man business. That man is the most to himself person that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like he don't buddy talk, none of that kind of stuff. I swear to God on my life, he don't buddy talk. That I like his style though, cause see a lot of dudes be pillow talking too, be telling other men stuff, and the men go back and tell the woman and stuff.
Now that's one thing I can say for sure about him, that he didn't do a lot of that.
Yeah.
And it might be because we were so consumed with our kids and the dogs and, just our family.
I didn't know y'all was getting a divorce until you just started walking up in there with the mean face all the time. I was like, what's going on? He says, oh man, we getting a divorce. But I was like, y'all was already separated going through the bus when I found out.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Our kids didn't find out until the day that he left. The day that I told him he had to leave. Like we slept in the same bed. We was on the edge. If you did like that, we would have fell off because we were so close to the edge. But everywhere, even up until the day before or the week before, we still, when we were out in public, we held hands, and because we wanted to, keep everything as normal as possible for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, we didn't tell.
Yeah, nobody said nothing.
We
I
didn't
was
tell
like,
anybody.
damn, bro, how you keep that a secret?
We didn't tell anybody.
How you come to work every day? You ain't stressed out. Like, I be around this motherfucker.
He wasn't stressed.
God damn.
Because, okay.
Now we had kids, like, that'd be different. Young kids. That'd be different.
Yeah, it was hard. That was probably one of the hardest things that I had to do, that I've ever had to do.
And I wouldn't tell a woman how my last relationship ended if it ended up like out of like cheating. Something like that, I wouldn't give her that.
Well, because being a cheater is a red flag, I wouldn't tell nobody that shit neither.
Yeah, but excuse me, so yeah, I wouldn't. Oh Lord, don't want to talk. But yeah, I wouldn't say how my relationship ended. Or I wouldn't even talk about the relationship. Like this might ask like, what happened with y'all? Well, we just,
it just didn't work out.
It just didn't work out. Like you don't want to go into about how y'all got in a fight and this happened and that happened and.
What about the other way around? You don't want to know how your significant other's previous relationship ended?
I don't care. Like, I don't know.
What if she want to talk about it?
I don't know any of my wives, anything about their previous relationship. I know they not good fathers. That's all I know. You know what I mean? I don't know. They started out good though. God bless them. They was doing real good. But when me and her got married, I think that was just like the old.
And that's not something she told
like,
you. That's something
you can have them. Like, well, shit. Like
well,
this is not how this was going.
Yeah, and that's not something that she told you. That's something you witnessed for yourself.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know they tendencies. Like I be in the street and she be like, "Oh, that's such and such uncle or something like that." But other than that, you know what I mean. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know, like, how their relationships went. Like, nobody. I mean, I don't know how nobody's relationship went.
So you don't want to talk about finances. You shouldn't talk about finances. You shouldn't talk about your friends or, you know, your homegirls, your homeboys on either side.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't talk about finances. You don't talk about your baby mamas.
I really don't talk about nothing. It's about us. Like,
That's fair.
what went on before or what I got, it ain't got, like, really nothing to do with you. Like, we
Okay, I get that, but for me, if it's something that's material to our situation, I would feel some type of way if you didn't let me know what was going on. And let me just say this to you. As crazy as it's gonna sound, but it's how I lived life for about 7 years. Once I figured out exactly who, and I just, there wouldn't be a time where we would walk into a restaurant or walk into a public place where I wasn't afraid that there was somebody in there, a female, that knew him or had been with him or had some kind of, you know what I'm saying? And so
paranoia.
You call it paranoia. I call it trauma. I call it PTSD. Like, so to me, you got to tell me so. You let me know what I'm walking into, because there was one situation where I was in the same vicinity with a woman that he had been with.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking like Boo Boo the Fool. I look good though, but you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm that type of situation.
Well,
but then
but then that was. What doesn't matter? Because like
actually in that situation it did matter.
Well, I've been in situations where like
you got your wife in there looking like a crazy person. No, it matters.
So say you went with somebody, y'all got friends. Mm-hmm. Y'all got mutual. Y'all split up, but y'all got the same friends, mutual friends and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then you know somebody throws a party or whatever, and y'all all at the party and y'all cordial. You say, hey, hey, good to see you. Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Do you have to turn around and say, hey, me and her, that's my ex-girlfriend. You know, we used to.
Well, so at that point in my life, you need to turn around and tell me because Well,
you speaking to her wouldn't.
Now
we're
it's like whatever.
We're in a public setting. Like you speaking to her, would that really matter? Like if you spoke to her touching your hand and saying, "Hey, how you doing? My name is this. My name is that." Dude, what's that? That's just a cordial conversation. Like, do I have to sit there and say, "Hey"?
No. Okay. So
I used to hit that from the back.
No.
Do you have to say that? Like, do I have to tell you that, or can I just go on with my life? Like, okay.
If you don't volunteer it, okay. But if I ask, who was that?
She's not coming over to dinner. We just in a like.
That's not what I asked you though.
We had a dance.
Nobody said she was coming to dinner.
Yeah.
If I asked you who was that?
Oh, who's that? Oh, that's such and such.
And you just gonna leave it at that?
Yeah.
How you think?
Well, she probably gonna already have told you that, so it wouldn't like. Why would you be asking me that?
You think the girl's gonna have told you?
No, like if I was saying, like if we all in like a setting, and she's there because we all have mutual friends. It's a party, a birthday party.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
And then she came up and gave me a hug, like, "Oh, how you doing?" And I said, "Oh, this is such and such, and this is such and such." Okay. Like unless you felt some kind of vibe or connection, like I wouldn't volunteer the information. Like I wouldn't be saying like, "Yeah, we used to screw around a little bit or whatever." We had a couple days together. We was in a damn relationship. If we was in a relationship, I might have said like, okay. If it was a long relationship, it was like 6 months. I was like, they ain't qualified to say you was in a relationship. Like 6 months ain't really a relationship. It's just like, okay.
Why are you over there shaking your head? What does that mean? So if you're with somebody for 6 months, that's not considered a relationship?
That don't count. Yeah, that's how I feel. That don't count. That don't count. You ain't know each other long enough to say that was a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 months ain't long.
Well, it's
6 months is long.
6 months. See, that's how that females think different. That's how
Met your mama already.
But wait. Have you?
I don't know nobody meet my mama
But
in
that's why I
6
said.
months.
But what have you met?
6 months?
You done took me to
I ain't let nobody meet my mama in 6 months now. We gotta go at least a year, like mom. Like we tight. Nah, my mom. If it just happened to be that, hey, you know, I'm going over it. I take that back. I've taken some women to my grandmother's house early in the relationship, but not my mama. Like just pop up on my mama, like, you know, it gotta be serious. Like, and I can't get serious in 6 months. I'm sorry. Like I could be like, might want to get serious, but 6 months is a short time. Like
That's half the year.
that's not that long.
It is.
6
You
months?
6 months back.
Yeah.
From the new year to the summer.
6 months.
Yeah, I've been through a season. I've been through a season with you.
No, we went from January to July. We didn't even catch a real holiday together.
Oh God.
We didn't. We didn't really catch a real holiday.
Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, but if we went from January to Valentine's Day, now you shouldn't even get a gift. You shouldn't even get a gift. You can't even get a gift if we go from January to February 14th. Now.
Yeah.
We don't know each other. We don't even know each other yet. Shit, January to February 14th.
That's wrong.
All right, but we
Get a
can.
little flower.
But we can wrap it up though, because I got to help
You got to go?
Marlon out. Yeah.
All right. Well, that concludes tonight's episode of Real Talk with King Sharif. I am King,
I'm Sharif.
and we out.
Hey, we can go through. We can do a part 2 of that. That was good.